Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have some more retro video game pickups to show you guys. I got a couple of magazines and game guides and just 2 games this time. But I got this all at the Toronto Toy and Video Game Expo show. Um, I honestly cannot remember the name. But yeah, I got these couple of items just because they were the best deals I could sort of get at that place. There were only a couple of vendors, but there was plenty of stuff there. The only problem was that a lot of it was overpriced, and I don't know exactly what I was expecting, but I think I really was just expecting um, lower prices, but that didn't really happen. Most of the prices there were either on par with stores downtown or even higher than eBay prices, which was kind of ridiculous to me, but that's what was there. But I got these things here, and you know what? I think I got a good enough deal on these. So to start out with the magazines and guides, I got these 3. The guy initially had them priced at $15 each, so it would have been $45 for all 3 of them. And I offered him $20 on the 3 that he had there, and after some persuasion and after some time passed and nobody else decided to buy them, he eventually took the $20 offer. The first one here is just a Nintendo Power magazine, and this one's actually a little bit more recent in terms of Nintendo Power. This one here is actually from, I believe, like 2002, maybe 2003. Um, Let me just try to take a look here. Yeah, 2002, but I don't know when else I would show this. It just features Star Fox Adventures on the cover there. And yeah, I think it came out sometime around October or like Halloween. It says 7 frightening previews at the bottom there, so I'm going to assume it's like a Halloween themed issue. Um, but I didn't spend $20 on these for that magazine. That magazine, I was actually planning on leaving it, and I offered the guy $15 on the other 2 guides that he had there. They are the guides for Star Fox 64, and this one is complete and in really good condition. And the other guide was for Yoshi's Story, and this one even had the pop-up that's in the back. Let me just show you guys what it looks like. You just sort of fold it out. I'm not entirely sure how to hold it the right way to get the full effect, but that's it. It was still in there, and that's why I even considered offering $15 for just the 2 guides. But he wouldn't let them go. He definitely wanted to sell them all together, so I just went ahead and paid $20 for all 3 of them. Next up, I went to this booth that was directly next to him, next to the guy that I got the guides and magazine from. A lot of his games were overpriced or just nothing special, so I didn't really find much there. But I did find this one game. I saw it on a YouTube video that sort of just escapes me right now. But it is a sequel, or a sort of sequel, to another PS1 game. This one here is called, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce this, but it's Jammer Lammy. It's like a sequel to Parappa the Rapper. It's a rhythm-based game, and I definitely wanted to check it out. I still haven't had time to actually play it, but I will get around to it in the coming days. And then the last game that I got, this one here has the most complicated story behind it. So I go to this guy's booth. He has a store here in the city, up in the sort of north west corner of Scarborough, I suppose you can call it. Um, and I've never been to the store before. I was aware of it because he posts a lot of ads online, and his prices are just ridiculously high. Just to give you guys an example, he had Arkanoid complete in box for the NES. It's like an extra large box, but he wanted 200 sorry, $285 for it. Sorry, still getting over a cold here. $285 for it, and that was just the sort of beginning of it. I went through a whole bunch of his other games. I kept on asking him, like, what's your price on this? What's your price on that? He kept looking up the prices online. I asked him for his complete in box copy of Secret of Evermore. He told me he wanted $200 for it. I said, yeah, right. Bye, see ya. I continued on down the tables and I started looking at some PS1 games. What I didn't realize was that I was still looking at his stuff. So when I figured out that it was his stuff, I thought for sure I wouldn't get anything. I asked him for a couple of PS1 games what his prices were. They were all insanely high. But I did get this one PS1 game, and I got a really, really deep discount on this, but I really think it's because he wasn't selling anything at all. All his prices were really high. Um, he had this game initially marked for $15. I told him, good luck with that. I will absolutely never pay that for this game in this condition. I wouldn't even pay $5 for it. He said, okay, that's fine, whatever. I continued on around the different booths, took a look at everything, came back to him, and I said, hey, do you still want to sell it? And he said, sure, you wanted $5 for it? I'm like, nope. I said I wouldn't even pay $5 for it. I'd consider buying it for $3 because it's missing the manual and the disc was really scratched, so there was no guarantee that it would work. And this was sort of like a theme with all of his games. They were all in really bad condition. Like a lot of his cardboard box games were in good condition, like the boxes themselves were in good condition, but all of his disc-based games were disgustingly scratched, and I didn't understand it. But I told him I'd offer $3 on this game. He ended up taking it after looking up the prices online again. Not even sure why I did the air quotes there, but he looked up the price and was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll do $3. It's Chocobo Racing, and it's just the disc and the back art, missing the manual. But the disc, like I said, is really, really scratched. But it did end up playing just fine. At least at the point that I'm at, I have only done a couple of races. I haven't played all that much of the game. But for the time being, it seems to be working just fine. And it's hard to tell, but you can probably see it there. It just has swirls all across it. And I sort of expected the game to play. Like, I mean, it's not like that scratched for a PS1 game because a lot of PS1 games can be even more scratched and will still play. But it was pretty scratched, and having no guarantee, I had to make a really cheap offer on that. Anyways, that's all I got. I ended up spending, let's see, 20, 28, $31 on that stuff. Would I have done that in any other setting? Probably not. I just wasn't finding much there, so I was a little bit more willing to spend some more money than I usually would. But again, I mean, I probably would have left most of this behind if it were at this price. Anyways, that's all I got. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Also, check out my Facebook, Twitter, website. They're all linked in the description below. And that's it. See ya.